So this is the ferry port in Santa Cruz, and that ferry is going from here to a different island called Gran Canaria. So now Stefano and Vince are going to go to Gran Canaria.
Another goodbye.
Yeah, and I'll stay here, but another time. We see each other sometime. And it's, by the way, 6 o'clock now in the morning. That's why it's so dark. 6 o'clock, yeah, almost 7 or something. Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Good sleep. Okay. That's the ferry terminal, and I think I'm just gonna take a nap on this bench. Right. So just a quick point I want to make now. I wasn't meant to be here. So basically, what I just want to say is that a couple of years ago, like 3 years ago, when I still went to school, people told me I'm shy, I'm lazy. My future was basically just I'll be an electrician. Will be all my life, my village. I used to grow up in a village. I didn't like to go to school. I think had to repeat, like at least 2 times, like a year in school. I had no friends. People told me I'm shy. I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't have a conversation. I didn't have any social skills at all. I couldn't talk to girls. I couldn't talk to boys. But anyway, fuck it. Fuck this bullshit. Fuck it. Whatever people tell you about you, if they want to drag you down, whatever opinion they have about you, fuck it. I mean, sometimes it's good to listen to them. Sometimes it's important. It's important to get feedback and stuff. But especially if you're in school, you're growing up, fuck all those people tell you that's not able, that you can reach for your dreams, that you will just end up in your fucking village, you will never make it out of there. Fuck all this. Fuck it. Just go for whatever you believe in. Go for this. It's like the end of the tunnel. And now, like 3 years later, it's so crazy, so fucking crazy how the shift was happening in my life. And I just want to say that if I can make it, you can make it also. I believe in you. Do it. So, while the sun is rising, I'm still here at the ferry port. I was sleeping a little tiny bit. I was also editing the movie of last night, and while making this video right now, I'm also uploading the one from last night. Pretty interesting weather. It's like sunshine. There's also clouds around. What I will do now is I think go to the library, and I'm just gonna go back to work. But first I'm gonna meditate, and I hope I can make it because I'm still quite tired. I only slept like 5 hours 4 hours last night. Sun is shining a little bit. It was also just raining now, so it's very funny to see. It kind of rains like every 20 minutes, then it kind of stops, and there's again some sunshine. It's pretty crazy weather here on the island. So this is the Plaza de España. It's a very big pool, and it's raining again, but not strongly. But you see some ripples. Like, there's some really crazy stuff, like really strong rain now. Right, so I'm back at the library, and I'm about to enter and do some work. So the thing is, though, what I was just doing, I was like sitting here, like 30 minutes, around 30 minutes. Doing meditation and like doing this meditative exercise, just sitting here, being present. It's amazing, kind of going into my body. Also doing certain like energy exercises, like like stretching my head to get the energy flowing and scratching myself. It was very nice. Also, what I did, I was drinking 3 liters of water, and it feels pretty crazy that like last night I only slept like 4 hours, but still I'm able to get like into those I was really able to get really present. I mean sometimes I felt okay. I'm kind of like, okay, there's something kind of holding me back, the tiredness, but anyway, there were times I was like crazy able to focus, like crazy. And I'm going to do it now every day, definitely, like every day in the morning, exercising, going into the body, focusing, meditation. And it's crazy where I'm going with those kind of skills. Alright, so it's now almost 6 p.m. and I will now buy something to eat, and I'm feeling extremely tired, and but anyway, it has been interesting now to kind of explore myself, to kind of see how it feels like being this tired and still, you know, working and still at least trying to do something. It was really interesting also to see that, I mean, I kind of had certain goals. So I was like, okay, I want to, you know, learn something about cryptocurrency. I want to also, you know, work on my newest vlog. But then I would kind of end up just listening to really loud, like, electronic music. I kind of just ended up there and just like, it was this weird thing really happening where it was feeling like as if I'm kinda, you know, I'm kinda doing my thing. Like, I'm kinda, you know, working, kinda doing something, but not really. And I felt pretty okay with just kinda doing something. Kind of being, I love this term, half pregnant. Being half pregnant. Yeah. So I feel right now just like having my own space. So, and also eating something sweet. I have this kind of slight sugar addiction since like, or I have like kind of big sugar addiction since like weeks kind of already. I want to cut it down though, the sugar. I was already saying it I think yesterday that I want to just stop eating sugar at all, like no processed sugar at all. Gonna eat though, I think 1 bar of chocolate now. And then I'm gonna, I think, hide in a house. I'm gonna sneak into a house, gonna hide somewhere. I'm gonna have this private space. And then tonight, we'll see how it goes. Like, it's a Friday night, you know, it would be super awesome to go out. There's some really cool stuff happening, but at the same time, I feel like just wanna be alone, kind of, you know. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out at the end. So this is Santa Cruz, and today is like a public holiday. So, well, not. I mean, usually I think the streets would be more crowded. Now it seems kind of empty. So this is the main shopping street of the city, and you see some shops are open, some shops are closed. I would say there are usually more people here, but anyway, quite a few anyway here. So I'm here at, well, I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a river or not, but I'm next to this kind of like canal without water in there though. And so it looks around me. And well, here's my stuff, by the way. It's all my bags, all my luggage. What I just want to say now is that, so one of the things I'm really practicing right now is instead of thinking all the time, instead of being in my head basically, now moving the awareness more into my body. And it's also really strange to you if you heard of those kind of things for the first time, but so what I'm doing basically is when I meditate, I imagine as if my consciousness, and it feels amazing, like, I don't know, I kind of feel this way, like, kind of feel this way that I, instead of like, you know, thinking in the mind now, because the mind can, you know, can come up with like weird thoughts. What if, you know, what if this happens? What if this happens? You know, but maybe you should have done this, maybe you should have done this, right? This is the mind. But then once you can shift this awareness into the body, things become more silent. Like the mind doesn't run so blah, 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 so strong. And what I also experienced in the last couple of days, especially also yesterday night when I was going out, is that, I mean, in the past I would usually always be like, oh yeah, like I would have maybe 2 options and I would kind of fixate on something. I'd be like, oh yeah, I need to do this. So for example, last night I went out, and then usually one of those 2 things happens. When I go out, at one point I'm like, I want to go home now. Or I kind of want to stay, you know, but yesterday I was like, both things sound awesome. Like I could go home and go sleep, or I could just continue to go out and just be here, and both sound awesome. And the cool thing is also now I really felt this way also, like, so in the past I would usually definitely always fixate a lot on food. So I would always be like, oh yeah, today I need my chocolate, I need to eat this food, I need to eat this sugar. I have to admit, I was actually buying some chocolate now, but I was really, you know, while buying it, I was really, you know, trying, I don't know if it was really happening, but I was really like observing me, you know, is it compulsive? Am I doing something compulsively? And didn't feel this way. And also now, I feel like, also not having chocolate, I feel like, well, eating it would be awesome, but not eating it is awesome also. And I think that's a really nice way to view the world, you know, to be like, well, if it happens, awesome. If it doesn't happen, you know, awesome also. Yeah, but because what I kind of, you know, what I was just thinking about, that probably mind will think about otherwise, like the mind, if you're not in the body, you know, and you're like really in the flow, then the mind will think, oh yeah, you should have done this. And then you will maybe do one thing, and then you're like, oh no, you should have done the other thing. And yeah, this just makes, and I was just thinking, like, all those problems that you think you have, or most of them, are just imaginary, just in the mind. Like for me, a lot of the problems are coming up to me just in the fucking mind. So I think it's a very interesting thing to just you know, mention, to bring up. And feel free to let me know if you want to hear like really, you know, certain techniques I'm using to, you know, shift my awareness. And you can do it. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's always happening. I think also like now while I'm talking, I'm a little bit in my mind. I can feel it. Yeah, but it's great. And I'm doing it now every day, like for 20 minutes, or like every day now, 30 minutes, taking myself time to meditate, you know, focusing on like being present. And yeah, that's what I will do, by the way, now. So I will just sit here on this bench, just, you know, breathe in and breathe out, just be present, just be here, just be in the moment. It feels very strange to say it. It feels very strange. I never thought I would ever do something like this in my life, but well, here I am doing it. And then I will see what I will do next. So I'm just gonna be now very quiet. So the thing is, I'm back again on the staircase. And yeah, I sneaked into this building, and I'll sleep here tonight. Tomorrow in the morning you will see more of this place.